With Amazon Prime's Rings of Power being absolute dog water, Warner Brothers is making a comeback with some Lord of the Rings movies. Let's go, man. Let's go. Okay, I have to admit something. I wish I could have done this video so much earlier, and I probably should have. Apologize to you, anyone who watches. It's been keeping up. I only have like 20-something subscribers right now, but I work on the weekends. That's how I've been able to kind of do the YouTube thing right now, is I'm working 12-hour shifts on the weekends, so then I have more days to actually do work, to do this. And so I made that deal with my job, and so that's something I've been doing. And so this news drops the night that I work. So I work Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday morning I'm off. And I messed up last night. I slept like 12 hours. Probably should have done that. But I really wanted to do a video on this. I'm someone who grew up loving Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed the Hobbit films. They could have definitely been better. They definitely should have been 2 films. I remember the whole time watching this, I'm like, they could have done this in 2 films. And it should have only been 2 films. And they didn't. But Lord of the Rings was so special. And even with the Hobbit, maybe should have been 2 films. It does not touch the absolute dog water that was Rings of Power. Anyone that's been watching the last couple videos, I am very pro-consumer. I am about, yes, I've grown up on this stuff. I love this stuff. I'm a diehard fan of a lot of these properties. But if they're not good, they don't deserve your money. And if they're pushing agenda over telling a great story, they don't deserve your money. And so for me, I'm all about that. And so me and my fiance watched the very first 2 episodes, and we both agreed that we had to stop watching Rings of Power. It was so bad that I had slept, because at the time I was working morning shift. I had gotten off, it was like Friday. We watched it Saturday morning. I had slept early. And I had slept like 10 hours or something crazy like that. And after watching Rings of Power, I had to take a nap. It was that bad. And it was kind of a bummer, because it makes you wonder, like, is this over? Like, is this done with? Are we not going to get any better things? And I know there's Road to Rohirrim, which is going to be an animated film that's coming, but no one knew the quality that we were going to be having, if it was going to be good or not. Well, it seems that when the Embracer Group bought the rights to Lord of the Rings, they have made a deal with Warner Brothers, and they are going to be making some movies. So let's read and we will discuss, man. This is exciting. Warner Brothers discovered to create new The Lord of the Rings films that will honor the past, look to the future, we'll see what that means, and adhere to the strongest level of quality. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced during the company's Q4 2022 earnings call that the company will be making multiple new Lord of the Rings films. Zaslav said, "Today I'm thrilled to announce that Mike DeLuca and Pam Addy signed a deal to make multiple Lord of the Rings movies. Lord of the Rings is one of the most iconic storytelling franchises of all time, and we're so excited. I'm going to have to look up these people, but I believe they worked on the original films." Okay. Following Zaslav's announcement on the earnings call, DeLuca and Addy issued a statement to Variety indicating that Tolkien's Lord of the Rings world remains largely unexplored. The duo detailed that New Line Cinema and director Peter Jackson took an unprecedented leap of faith to realize the incredible stories, characters, and world of the Lord of the Rings on the big screen. But for all the scope and detail lovingly packed into the 2 trilogies, the vast, complex, and dazzling universe dreamed up by J.R.R. Tolkien remains largely unexplored. On the top of DeLuca and Addy's comments, Lee Coenchard, CEO of Freemode, the company that holds the rights to Lord of the Rings when it comes to films, video games and board games, merchandising, theme parks, and stage productions also told the outlet, following our recent acquisition of Middle-earth Enterprises, we're thrilled to embark on the new collaborative journey with New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Pictures, bringing the incomparable world of J.R.R. Tolkien back to the big screen in new and exciting ways. He added, we understand how cherished these works are, and working together with our partners at New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers Discovery, we plan to honor the past, look to the future, and adhere to the strongest level of quality and production values. We will see about that. Here's the thing that's confused me about the free mode. Is free mode connected to the Embracer Group? Because from my understanding, the Embracer Group is who has all these rights. Maybe free mode and Embracer are together somehow? Okay. Warner Brothers Discovery and New Line Cinema did not announce what they would be adapting for these new films, or who would be involved in bringing them to the big screen creatively. However, Variety notes that they are keeping Peter Jackson and his original Lord of the Rings collaborators, Fran Walsh and Philippe Bowens, in the loop. The trio informed Variety that Warner Brothers and Free Mode have kept us in the loop every step of the way. They also added, we look forward to speaking with them further to hear their vision for the franchise moving forward. Okay. Warner Brothers Discovery is currently working on an adaptation of the story of Helm Hammerhand titled The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim. The anime-inspired film adapts a short story Tolkien included in the appendices of The Lord of the Rings. It follows Helm Hammerhand as he defends Rohan from a number of enemies, including Corsairs, the Dunlendings, and the enemies of Gondor that landed in the mouths of Lethnoi and Isen. I'm sorry, I get these names wrong. After initial defeat at the hands of the rival Wolf, okay, I don't want to, spoil stuff, but okay, cool. And that's supposed to come out next year, April 12th. Okay. I mean, they talk about different things. Okay, so let's talk about what I want. Okay, selfishly, we all understand that Rings of Power has been dog water. Some of you may disagree, and you know what? If you like it, that's great for you. Happy for you. I found it to be dog water. I found it to be insulting. What I would say is that, I don't want to go that far. That's mean. I don't want to be too mean. But I'll just say this, that the quality of writing was not there. And maybe, I will say this, because the way I was going to put it was kind of probably too mean, but I think this is fair. J.R.R. Tolkien had a certain moral framework, okay? And you see his moral framework inside of Lord of the Rings. That's what gives it that deepness, that those things that make you emotional when you watch a movie or a show. Those elements were in there specifically due to his moral framework. If you do not have J.R.R. Tolkien's framework alongside his talents, you are probably not going to tell a good Lord of the Rings series, especially if you do not at least honor. You may not have his same moral framework, but if you do not honor his moral framework, you are probably going to be missing what makes Lord of the Rings as special as it does. So, it's exciting, but we'll have to see. To the future. They just talk about the more things they are going to make, then cool. If they're talking about carrying future sensibilities to this storyline, then no, it's not going to be that good. I'm going to be disappointed. But I'm hopeful. I think if they put these people, these are the original people that all made that agreement together at the beginning of what these stories were supposed to mean. And I think they will find that balance of being faithful to the source material, but then doing what they need to do to make a good film. And hopefully they do that. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Are you excited? Are you concerned? Are you worried? What do you think? Are you happy? Do you hope they do the second age, third age, go beyond after the third age? Like, what do you want them to do? I hope they do the second age because I just think it'd be funny and it just needs to happen. But we'll have to see. So anyway, guys, like I said, let me know in the comments. And guys, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, I hope you are having a good one. Peace.